gentlemen, CoolStoryBrobat here, bringing you Narrated Showdown battle number 92. This battle was like early this April, like on April 4th, against MrBlitzFeuer, and this is OU as you can see. And I'm using that one team I used a couple times with the Mawile, but I decided to put on Kyurem because what Kyurem offers me that Latios doesn't is that it's a better check to Greninja, Kyurem Black. It's a good check to Greninja, but you know, I mean, this team's still not super good or anything, but you know, it's fun to use it. This was on a ladder. This is a random battle against this guy, and if you don't remember my team, I'll summarize it for you. Basically, it's like Taunt, Defog, Roost, Crobat, Mega Mawile, you know, Swords Dance, Fire Fang, Play, Rough Sucker Punch, especially defensive Tyranitar, mixed Tyranitar at that with Stealth Rock, physically defensive Jellicent with Taunt and Will-O-Wisp, Kyurem Black with Roost and 3 attacks, mixed attacker. He's got Fusion Bolt, Ice Beam, and Earth Power for that good coverage, and Scarfed Excadrill. Yeah, oh wait, no, Crobat has Taunt and Toxic, not Defog. Yeah, Excadrill, Scarf with Rapid Spin. See, now looking at MrBlitzFeuer's team, I find it kind of interesting all the birds he has. I mean, look at this. You got Tornadus T, you got Latios, you got Zapdos, you got Gliscor if you count that as a bird. I mean, if you count Latios as a bird, you must count Gliscor, I guess. I don't know. But for the most part, I'm not totally sure what set the Infernape is. I'm believing it might be the lead set with Stealth Rock, because the only other thing on his team that has Stealth Rock access is the Gliscor. But, you know, everybody who runs Gliscor has to be that guy and use the sub-toxic set. You know, it's such a lame set. I mean, it's effective, but it's such an annoying set, and people stall you out when they really don't even have to, because it just gives them that opportunity, and that's why I hate it. I'm assuming, so the Gliscor would be physically defensive in that case. Zapdos is defensive, but then that kind of leaves me confused on what Vaporeon is also. I mean, it could be physically or especially defensive. I don't even know. To be honest, I'm not even sure. Zapdos, you know, it's obviously a defensive set. I mean, he could use an offensive Zapdos and OU. I wouldn't be surprised, but I feel the defensive set is really the main big one worth using. Infernape, like I said, I think it's the Sash lead with Stealth Rock and some other moves, but you never know. He could be Life Orb all-out attacking set. Latios, I think Latios is Scarfed, if anything, and Tornadus T is Tornadus T, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, so the main things I want to worry about are just like getting Infernape weakened enough that Mega Mawile could come through, getting rid of Gliscor. Because once that happens, pretty much everyone else is taken down. Pretty much everybody else is taken down by Mega Mawile. Kyurem Black is also a massive threat to his team because of the fact it just carries Ice Beam. Not only that, but also has Fusion Bolt to take out Vaporeon. And if he's a specially defensive set, then Fusion Bolt's going to do a huge ton to it. So Kyurem Black's definitely a big threat to his team. Brobat covers Infernape because Infernape kind of goes hard. Jellicent defensively covers it. Brobat offensively covers it. It also takes out Tornadus T since it outruns it. And that's mainly it. And Scarf Excadrill, he's not really going to be too useful this match. Not super useful. I mean, just looking at the team, I mean, the most I can get him to do is probably spin away rocks one time or something. Tyranitar will be a decent partner because he has Latios and such, but you know, if his Tornadus runs Focus Blast or Super Power, then that's out of the question. And it's not going to be much help against Infernape or Gliscor, and to some extent Vaporeon. But yeah, it checks Zapdos and Tornadus, Zapdos and Latios pretty well. So let me shut up and let's begin. So he leads off with his Zapdos. I lead off with Special K, my Kyurem, the good breakfast cereal. I go for the Ice Beam as he switches in Vaporeon. He gets frozen by it straight away. I apologize for the hacks. I go for Fusion Bolt, but he does know that Scald defrosts you. He said he misclicked apparently, so I guess that's the thing. So I Fusion Bolt and pretty much kill his Vaporeon, and because I didn't know what it did, that's pretty much why I said I don't know what set he had. So he sends in his Infernape and goes for Thunder Punch. I'm like, holy crap, that's a choice banded Infernape. He pretty much predicted me. He got me there. So I withdraw, go into my Monty Excadrill. I'm thinking if he is Scarfed, he can't do a lot. If he isn't Scarfed, then I can maybe flinch him or something. So I just go for the Iron Head. He goes for Energy Ball over predicting Tyranitar, and switches in Gliscor. I switch out. He goes for a Substitute as I bring in Special K that Kyurem, that good breakfast. I double out on the Brobat expecting him to want to switch to Infernape or something, but he just goes for Protect. And pretty much just gets annoying because, I try to taunt him so he can't do anything. And, that's what Gliscor does. He just sits there. But then he U-turns on me, which I'm kind of confused at why you'd run that. If he had Baton Pass instead of U-turn, that Gliscor set would be way more annoying because he could sub-pass. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you don't waste your substitute when you switch out. There's no reason to run U-turn on that set, to be honest with you. So, some stuff happens. He sends in his Infernape again. I throw Jellicent at it. I have to sack it. As much as I don't want to, I have to sack it to a freaking Bandit Infernape. So I send in Reptar, knowing he's Bandit and he can't really do much, just so I can set up my Stealth Rock on this guy. And I withdraw my Reptar. I send in Brobat on his Gliscor. I know he doesn't have Defog because he has Poison Heal, so pretty much I'm going to be able to come in on this thing no matter what he does. And yeah, unless he has Ice Fang, and he doesn't have Ice Fang because he showed me the U-turn. So I really don't have to be too worried about Gliscor, or should I say that guy's score. And because I have Infiltrator, I can hit him directly behind the substitute. He U-turns on me. Like I said, if he had Baton Pass, this set would be like 500 times more annoying. So, I know this is a defensive Zapdos set, so I know I can take a Volt Switch. I believe that much in myself. So I go for the Toxic on him. He uses Defog on me, which I don't mind because Tyranitar is still healthy, still alive. It can come in during the match and just reset. So I send in Escadrille predicting the Volt Switch, but he predicts me and goes for the Heat Wave. I was thinking about going to Tyranitar, but I didn't really want to waste it, so yeah. I send in Special K again, and I could have gone for the Fusion Bolt. I should have, or the Earth Power predicting Infernape, but I didn't think he would actually make that much of a risky play by switching it in. So, that's my fault. I roosted being greedy. I had to sack my Tyranitar to a close combat and pretty much let Kyurem come in again, double switch Kyurem back in on this thing, and his Zapdos is pretty much hopeless against it. He's going to try to fight it off, I think. I Earth Power predicting Roost, but, he Heat Waves me. It's whatever, I guess. I'm not worried about it. At any time, I could just Fusion Bolt him. He withdraws it, goes into Infernape. Why the heck did I not? I was honestly thinking about Fusion Bolting or Earth Powering. Like, I'm saying, I know it's coming. He's not going to do the same thing again. Why would you do that? You're out of your mind if you would do that. But he makes the good play. He made the play on me that, forced me to have to sack my Brobat. But I still take the Fire Punch with a good amount of health. I outrun Tornadus T because I run a 200 speed on Brobat for Noivern. So that pretty much kills off his Tornadus. He sends in his Gliscor. I taunt this thing. I'm not worried about it because as long as I don't Roost, I still beat this thing one-on-one. Like, no matter what he does. Like, I'll just sit here using Toxic just because I don't really feel the need to spam taunt. So he sends in his Zapdos again, and this pretty much gives me an opportunity to Roost for free. He can't really do anything about it because he's slowly dying from the Toxic status. He Volt Switches. Thanks to Roost, I managed to hang on and take it. He sends in his Latios. I know he's not Scarfed because Excadrill outran it, so I can hit him with that Brave Bat one time, and yeah. He sends in his Zapdos once more. Free Roost. Free Roost. Even if he decides to Roost himself, he's still dying slowly from Toxic, and he can't switch anything directly in on Brobat because it dies. So pretty much, I'm just going to spam Roost here. He's just going to keep Heat Waving me. He misses, which actually helps him because now I'm susceptible to Volt Switch. I'm like, crap, I didn't want him to miss. So I send in Special K again, and this time he decides to switch in his Infernape. And why the heck did I use Roost again? Why did I use Roost again? I was like, screw it. I still can win this game with Brobat, so it doesn't matter. So I kind of sack Piran Hair to the Infernape. I sack Piran Hair to the Infernape. I go for Brave Bird, Brave Bat, just smacking up his Gliscor. I'm not worried about Gliscor at all. Brave Bat it once again. He's not really going to be able to do much on me. He U-turns and goes into his Zapdos, and I think he's not in KO range, but I can just Roost. I taunt him though, expecting him to Roost. I predicted him correctly, so yeah. I mean, I figure I can still live the Volt Switch, so it wasn't really that bad of a calculated risk. So it forces him to switch out, go into his Gliscor. I taunt him. He uses Earthquake. He can't really fight this off because there's nothing he can do about it. I can just keep spamming Brave Bat until this thing is dead, or at least halfway there, because of the you know, because of Brave Bat just slowly killing him. Slowly killing him. Poison Hill's kind of annoying though, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of annoying. So his taunt wears off. I reapplied the taunt in case he tries to like sub or something after Brave Bat. I have no reason to do that because I think that would have kept him out of sub range before Poison Hill. But yeah, it's whatever. I mean, he's pretty much sacking his glass core. And he's pretty much sacrificing it. There's nothing to really worry about here. Even if he uses Protect now, it's not gonna save him because he's that weakened to this by this point. So I can pretty much just why the heck did I go for taunt? Why not just finish him off? I don't know why I didn't finish him off. I don't know. I think I wanted him to feel the pain of being that guy and using glass core. I think I wanted to show him which bat is superior. That's what I think I wanted to do. That's what I honestly think I wanted to do. I don't know, but basically his glass core is dead now. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. I taunt this thing because, you know, just like last time, it was a calculated risk. I know I could take a Volt Switch, which I do, from a defensive Zapdos. He sends an Infernape. Brave Bat kills off the Infernape, and that's pretty much it. That's game. That's game. There's nothing else he could do here. So I just Brave Bat this Zapdos. I might die to the Volt Switch incoming, but Kyurem finished it off. Special K. Special K. 50 cals. 50 calories, bruh. But you know about it. And yeah, that's a good game, MrBlitzFeuer. Pretty interesting battle. I'm really glad that Brobat managed to actually like carry the team on his back pretty much. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite. Peace.